Hello, everyone, and welcome to my coloring corner. It is Saturday, and of course, we're going to have our Saturday color and chat. We're coloring A Fairy Secret Reading World, which is a February Patreon Tier 2 exclusive of Heather Valentin, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And it just spoke to me, so that's what I'm going to color today. You can color along with me, or of course you can color whatever you're coloring. Come and sit and chat with me. And we don't have anybody coming to sit to chat with me yet, so I'm just going to fiddle around with stuff. All right. So I'm just doing the shadowing on her skin. And I'm using my Caran d'Ache colored pencils, the Pablos, because I haven't had a chance to use them beyond swatching them and little tiny things. So I really wanted to use them. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday. Of course, it's the start of the weekend. Yay, weekend. Of course, if you think of it that way, it's the middle of the weekend. Trying not to get into these beads too much, but still put enough in to show a shadow there. Absolutely beautiful picture. I'll switch on over to close up so you can see a little bit better. I've already done the hair. Oh, and it looks like I kind of missed a piece of hair there. So I'm going to fix that. I missed a hair, so I'm just going to fix this piece here. Of course, I have to remember what colors I used on it. Hi, Barb. How is your day going today? Are you still in the processes of swatching and cataloging? That's better. Yeah, there's one other person here with you. They haven't said anything, but they're here. Oh, now it's just you. I'm just coloring this wonderful Patreon picture from Heather Valentin. It spoke to me. It reminds me of when I was a kid, when I would go off and read everything and anything as quietly as I could, all by myself. Sorry if I go quiet. I just concentrating on what I'm doing. Trying not to completely mess up the picture. Okay. This is a little bit darker purple than I normally would use, but the Caran d'Ache doesn't seem to have the really, really light purple that I would normally use. I guess brown beige probably would have done fine too. But it's fine. I'll just draw it out to where I normally would have put the burgundy red color. And then we'll go from there. I'm quite sure there's some charts out there on what colors to use for your skin tones with the Caran d'Ache, but I haven't looked them up yet. And figured I would just wing it today. Okay. I'm just going to take a little bit of the apricot and do the dark skin tone areas. Oh, we have 3 people visiting. I don't know if any of them are going to be chatty, but we have 3 people visiting. That's always good. I hope you all have had a good day so far. It's very early, well, not very early in the morning here. It's early in the morning here, so it's just after 10 a.m. So to some people, that's very early in the morning, like my children. They think it's very early in the morning. I'm going to adjust that. Don't know why when I look at it in the program, the picture looks perfect, but then when I get into the recording software, it looks off. So I'm just gonna, there we go. I don't know why it does that. Maybe because my hand's moving on it or something. I'm not sure. I don't have the autofocus on, so it shouldn't be that. But you never know. Sometimes these softwares, you think you know how to use them, and they change something in it, and then you have to relearn how to use it all over again. So I'm just filling in the darker areas of her skin with the apricot. And then I'll go through with the what is the name of that? Granite Rose, and tone it down a little bit. and add whatever highlights and whatnot. Okay. You're eating your lunch while you're watching. That's good. It's good to eat. Well, for some people, it's good to eat. My body has decided it's not so good to eat today. Trying to keep you in the picture here. I have a tendency to concentrate more on what I'm doing and not what everybody's seeing. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm looking up more often, I promise. I'm trying to make sure that my hand's not in the way at the same time. Okay. All right, now we're going to take this one and sharpen it up. I'm sharpening the Pablos. A tear will fall for every time I turn this crank. But they seem to color very, very nicely. They just blend, cover completely and blend nicely. Which, of course, is exactly what you want in a pencil. Good coverage and beautiful blending. Oh, and just so people know, there's a bit of a, well, I'm not sure how to say it. There's a bit of a thing with the RAM refined pencils that I just reviewed yesterday. They seem to have the exact same name colors as the Norberg and Linden 72 set. I did do a swatch of a few of the colors, and they are not exactly the same. They're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. Hi, Maureen Lowe. It's 2 o'clock in the morning there. Why are you watching? Thank you for watching, but why? Go to bed. I guess it is early in the morning there. It's 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Let me know how the lottery does. But I have reached out to my contact with Norberg and Linden and asked him if they are a rebranding of their pencils or if they're a knockoff of their pencils. Because there are some color differences in the different colors that are named exactly the same. And of course, there's different numbers. So I will keep track of all that, and I will do a video once I get all of the investigation done and find out all of the information, because I don't want to give you guys false information. Absolutely. So I want to make sure that I have all of the information and everything else before I come back and let you know what's going on. But I just wanted to give you a heads up that I am investigating that, and I do see similarities. There is definitely all the exact same names, but the 6 pencils that I did swatch together of the exact same names, they seem to be different colors. Hi there, Davissa. You're allowed to be late. It's all good. Did you have a good breakfast? How's your ankle? How many questions can I shoot at you all at once? Yes, the crate color is just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous pencils. And they're chunky and fun, but the colors are just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And if you use the right sharpener, you can almost get them to a fine enough point to be able to get into those small details with them too. So oh, you went shopping. What'd you buy me? Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's a good one. I like that one. I did a painting out of that one. I know it's February and I'm supposed to be using watercolor type stuff, but I really, really wanted to use my Pablos. I haven't had a chance to, and I really, really wanted to. Yep, I could hear the giddy ee from here. So if you guys don't already know, for those that are here, this picture is a Patreon exclusive picture for Heather Valentin. And of course, if you aren't already a patron, this is a tier 2 Patreon, which is $5 a month. And that's very, very reasonable for what she puts out to her Patreon. So she does have other tiers. She has a $1 tier, which has also got some wonderful things that she puts out, and a $10 tier. So if you're not already a subscriber to her Patreon, take a look at it. There is a link in the About section for Heather's Patreon club or page, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, take a little peek at it, because she has some wonderful, wonderful things on it. Yes, I know you have been searching forever for it. Well, since it came out, anyway. Just gonna dust that off. I'm going to add some pretty pink for her lips. Well, purplish red. How's that? Of course, Nightbot is going to remind you all to, of course, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And he will also come through and let you know how you can help support the channel with a monetized donation through the channel's PayPal account. of course, all of those funds do go to the channel towards um, content, prizes, and shipping. I just love Heather's new work, and the works that she's coming out for her Patreon are just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love all of her work, but this new stuff is wonderful. Okay, now I'm going to give her lovely lavender eyes. Well, mauve eyes, how's that? So what else did you find while you were out shopping? Lots of pretty things, I hope. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I wanted it to be brown, but I didn't want it to be really, really dark brown. I don't I don't have any of that. Um, and I probably should get some for when I tape things down onto my mat when I'm painting them and stuff like that, just to cover up when I pull the tape off and it tears the edges. I don't know what to use it for, though, other than that. Trying to decide what color to do her clothes. Let's do the color of the book first, and we'll go from there. Because I want the book to be green with a gold binding, I think. Oh, what color of green, though? Although there's going to be lots of green in there, isn't there? I'm just terrible with picking colors lately. Yeah, that's true. Just as a decorative border, so you have to be good at putting them down in a line. I'm terrible at straight lines. I'm actually going to do this I'm going to do it in an orange because there's going to be so much blue or green around her with the leaves and everything. So I don't want it to blend in with the surroundings. So I think I'm going to go with fast orange. Ooh, glittery. I like glittery. Okay. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to try out, is it? Been trying all sorts of new things lately. And just to enable you all a little bit, now that you've enabled me, now that you've given me something else to look for, I just want to let you all know what's going on tomorrow. We do have a live stream coming up tomorrow, and I won't get too deep into what it's all about. but I will give the people that are here a little bit of a heads up and a sneak view, just so that, well, not a sneak view, but a sneak idea of what's going to be happening. I don't want to give it all away, but I do want to give it all away at the same time. Yeah, I saw that post. That's really cool. But the broadcast tomorrow is going to be a information and a viewing of things that my husband has printed for the channel, and I will go through the rules and regulations for an auction of those things. So make sure you come tomorrow so you know how to put in your name as a bidder for any of the products, and where I can, there's different information that is going to be required so that I can send you invites and stuff like that. So please make sure that you are there tomorrow so you can find out all of the information. Of course, you can watch the live stream later as a recording, but make sure that you watch tomorrow's recording, because it will be a good one. Yeah, a million llamas sounds kind of fun, and so does a million cute animals. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, and of course I will, broadcast it, and, it will be up for a couple of weeks, if not a little bit longer, before the event, so that people have a chance to send in their addresses so I can send them their invites and whatnot. And of course, I will go through all of that tomorrow. Hi, Avis. How are you today? So glad you could make it. All right. Now for the book colors here. Excuse me. I think this one. So I am going to use beige on the inside of the book for the pages, and then on the outer edge here, I'm going to use a metallic gold, and I'll line the binding with a metallic gold too. Hi, Deborah. So glad you could make it. Thank you so much for updating everybody on the Sioux colored pencils. I do appreciate that. And of course, there goes Nightbot, once again letting you all know that you can help out the channel by leaving me a donation through PayPal. If that gets annoying, let me know and I'll turn it off. I've set it so it does it only frequently, but sometimes it can be annoying, especially if we're coloring for a long time. Another thing that we can definitely look at and stuff like that for these chats is letting me know, because I'm not getting a lot of information from the comments section. Hint, hint, on what you guys want to see during the live streams, what you guys want to see during the week, during Tips for Tricks Tuesday and Tips and Tricks Tuesday and stuff like that. And there are going to be some days that I'm just not going to have any happy mail. I know it's very hard to believe, but it does happen. Thank you. I thought I did okay with it. It does happen every once in a while. I don't have anything to show for Thankful Thursday or Fun Stuff Friday. So I want suggestions on what I can do that you would like to see during those days when, sometimes I just don't have anything to show you. Okay, so we've got that done, and I wanted to do a nice dark purple on those sleeves. Violet. And violet on the sleeves with the yellow moons and stars and all those fun looking things there. Well, it could be. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think they're moons. And there's the edges of her elbow, internal elbow. What is that called? I know there's a name for it. The inside of your elbow. You ever look at a picture and go, okay, I think I know what that, yeah, I know what that is. And then you start coloring it and go, maybe I'm wrong. I do that all the time. And then I have to sit back and look at it again and go, nope, nope, that's what that is. Everybody went all silent on me. I think they all ran away. Nope, and we've got more people in, but nobody's talking to me. But that's fine. You guys can color too. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just going through and I'm putting in the darker color for the shadow areas on her gloves. And I will come back through, of course, and wake them all up with a bright purpley color. Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. I have so many of them. I love color combos. And sometimes I just wing it. Sometimes it's not even one that should be together and I just do it anyway. I have so many different favorite color combos though. I know that on Tips and Tricks Tuesday, I'm going to be starting a bit of a beginner's guide to how to start your coloring and what to watch for. And I've got a whole series of little videos that I have in mind for that. So I think I've got a little bit for tips and tricks, definitely. But you know, my concern is I have this set up on Friday for, you know, different products that come in and different gifts that come in. And, you know, there's just going to be some days that I'm not going to have anything to show y'all, and I don't know what to do on those days other than to buy more things. And I'm really running out of things to buy. Yes, that is a thing. I am running out of things to buy. Absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing the things that the color combinations you can come up with just by playing with the colors. And of course, you know, there uh, I have a very good imagination sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm just too analytical. But there are times where I just go, well, what the heck? Let's give it a try. And I just come up with all sorts of things. I'm very practical sometimes too, and I think that's a good thing. Oh, nice. Well, that'll be fun. Did you get the full set or? They are a beautiful pencil, that's for sure. I am so glad that they have brought them here to the US as well as the open stock, so I can actually start using mine without being afraid. It always made me cringe every time I had to sharpen one. Oh, well, that's no fun. How are you gonna play with them in, you know, for the spring if they don't come until May? You know, imagine all those Easter eggs that are going without pastel colors now. I'm gonna stop teasing you now, Deborah. Why so long on the shipping? Deborah, why so long on the shipping? Are they just out of stock or just getting the stock in or back ordered so much? because those are a very, very sought after pencil right now. So okay, I think I need a lighter purple, and I don't think I have one. Maybe lilac. No, it looks a little darker. Trying to find a lighter pink in the Pablos here, and I might, or a lighter purple in the Pablos, and I might have to go to a different set. There's not a lot of really light colors in here. Let's see, what other sets do I have in this bag? Ooh, that would work. That's a nice light one. That will work. I've got pale lavender from the Derwent set, which will work. There we go. That's perfect. Now hopefully these play well together. Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, I saw that you can get them much cheaper on the Japanese Amazon or Chinese Amazon. And the fact that they're on Amazon there, you would think that they would be able to bring them here to the Amazon here. But oh no. Well, it's a good thing that they're protecting your account, but you'd think that they'd call you and say, okay, did you make this purchase? And just let it go through. My bank calls me, so if they get a feeling that something's not right on my account, they call me. And you guys are off screen again. Sorry. Because $200 is quite a bit of money to save. Oh, of course, they called with a recording. That's what they're doing nowadays, isn't it? Did you make this purchase? If so, please click blah, blah, blah. It's like, yes, I made the purchase. Now put it through. Try it again. remove your card from the Amazon account, Amazon Japan account, like completely delete it out of your profile, and then re-add it. And absolutely right, Barb. If you're going to order something from overseas, from a different overseas account type thing, make sure that you let your bank know. Yeah, it's just like if you like when every time I go to Canada, if I'm going to use my bank card while I'm there at all, I always let my bank know that beforehand, before I go, that that I'm going to be using it outside of the state. Because I have had them freeze my account while I was in Canada, and it really sucks. Can't buy anything, can't do anything. There we go. Yeah, I like the Mitsubishis as well. Why couldn't you get the purchase through the Amazon Japan? I haven't ever tried it, so I've purchased things through Amazon UK and stuff like that, but I haven't purchased anything from Amazon Japan. And with the Amazon UK, I just let my bank, let my credit card company know that I was purchasing something from a Amazon site that was not out of the United States, and they let it go through as soon as I purchased. So, oh, okay. Could it have been because you don't, did you have an Amazon UK account or an Amazon Japan account? Because I think you have to open it in a different browser than you normally open your Amazon account in, and open it directly into the Amazon Japan and sign up for a Amazon Japan account, and then go through the browsing that way. Or it could have been because the product here is was here in the US Amazon, or available in at some point in the US Amazon. I'm not sure. But I have an Amazon account with Amazon UK, Amazon Canada, and Amazon US. And as long as I type in the account, the website, it doesn't revert me back to the US. Yeah. I have a friend of mine that lives in the UK, and if there's anything that I can't get here that I really, 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 really want, I can get her to ship it to me. I always have problems with the conversion though. Like, how much money is that going to cost me? All right. Oh, what is that? Usually what that means is it's going to send you an email asking you to verify your card and verify whether or not it's you using it and that sort of thing. Because it's not a Japanese card, they just have to verify that it's a real card. Yeah. Check your email, and if that's not if they don't send you an email, just go back every couple of minutes and check and see if the card verified. Because sometimes they just check the numbers against an account and verify that your name and whatnot is on that account. Hopefully this is looking all right. Not sure if it's the right color that I chose for the underneath, but we'll see in a minute here. Okay. Does this look all right for color wise? And of course, I've got you completely off screen. The combination of the gray purple underneath this mauve. Not sure if it's the right color. I should have gone with a darker purple like up here. I think I'm going to add a bit of that darker purple. The good thing with these Pablos, they do seem to take a lot of layers. I'm just using a 67-pound cardstock, and I'm getting, 5, 6 different layers of different colors, which is great. Yeah, that definitely is what it needed, a bit of the darker. Okay. What is everybody else coloring today, if anything? Yeah, that could be definitely a problem as well. Usually they have it automated, but I don't know in Japan. They do seem to try not to automate too many banking systems and stuff like that. Too many hackers and whatnot. Ooh, yeah, that's another one I gotta get back to. I've been kind of in a funk lately where I can't decide what to color, what colors to use, and that sort of thing. So I've been working on it. But there are just some days where I just look and I have no idea what color it should be. I had that the other day with actually an odd thing, an orange. It's like it should be orange. But then you've got the shadows and then you've got this and you've got that. And it's like by the time I convinced myself of what colors it needed, I had talked myself out of coloring it because it just needed too many colors. Isn't that horrible? Does anybody else ever get that way? I hope it's not just me that does that. Sometimes I just overthink things, though. I do know that. Oh, for the simpler days where you looked at it and went, yep, that's purple, and grabbed a purple pencil. Yeah, that's my worst thing right now is I'm overthinking everything all the time and frustrating myself. And then I get down on myself and there is no such thing as a latecomer to the coloring world. You join the journey whenever you're ready to join the journey. And Joanna's Secret Garden is a good book to work in, absolutely. Don't have that one myself, but my mom does, and she just loves it. I love Joanna's work. It just intimidates me. There's so much detail, it intimidates me. It's just like Kirby's work. I absolutely adore Kirby's work, and I have many of his books. But his work, his details intimidate me. And I know I shouldn't be intimidated by them, because there's definitely, just take one little piece at a time, and I know how to do that. It's just sometimes my brain says, nope, you're just not good enough. I have done a couple of different Kirby ones, though. All right, where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, yeah, I've done that too. And you have to look at, the entire surrounding um, picture to figure out what it is. All right, Barb, have a good day. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Just trying to blend this together. I used two different brands of pencils, and I don't normally do that. And I'm not liking how they're playing together, which kind of sucks. They played well up here, but down here in a larger area, they don't seem to be playing well together. And it may just be me overthinking things again. But I think it looks all right on screen, so. So that's what we have so far. So for any of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I will give you a gentle heads up about tomorrow. I have a live stream going out tomorrow that is going to have a lot of information and some rules and regulations and some wonderful views of different things that are going to be going up for sale, that is going to benefit the website, well, the channel. So please make sure that you come and hang out and listen and that sort of thing, because I'm going to tell you how you're able to get your bidding paddle and all that sort of, well, your bidding number and that sort of thing. How to make sure that you're able to bid on these wonderful products. These are 3D products that my husband has made, that do help quite a bit for us colorists. So, because they are created for my coloring. So they are things that he created for me for coloring. So to keep my tools busy and out of the way. So make sure that you come by tomorrow during the live stream so that you can understand what's going on with that, and of course, if you have any questions or anything like that, make sure that you're there for the live stream so I can answer them. Of course, it will go into a recording automatically, and if you have any questions if you're not able to make it to the live stream, just make sure that you leave them in the comment section or send me an email, and I will do my best to answer them. Oh. Trying to think of what color here. Going to do this pretty little flower, this pretty purple. I have it set for 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so I'm not sure where you are. It is set up, so if you just have your bell rung, it will give you a notification. But I have it set for 10 o'clock Pacific Time, which is, or 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 2 o'clock Central and 3 o'clock Eastern. And, the information is the reason why I'm putting this information out now is so that everybody has a chance to hear it, to view it, and that sort of thing before we do the auction. So it will be up for a little while. I'm not sure how long, whether it's just going to be a couple of weeks or if in a couple of weeks I will say, okay, on a Monday, I'll say, okay, on Sunday, we're going to have the auction. Please make sure all your stuff is in, because there's some things that you have to agree to and whatnot, and YouTube type things. So yeah, if you're in Eastern Standard Time, then it should be around 3 o'clock. And I will, of course, put a notification up on the Facebook page and anywhere else that I can get a notification up for it so that people know, so that they can come in and make sure they ask questions and whatnot before we get into that sort of thing. My absolute favorite color pencil brand. Ooh, that's a hard one. Because I love them all. um, Before I started doing the YouTube channel, my favorite was my Arteza, and then my Faber-Castell, and then my Brute Funers. Those were my favorites in the first three. Now that I've started the channel and I've gotten a lot more of the higher end brands like the Derwents, the Caran d'Ache, the Holbeins, that sort of thing. It goes Holbeins, Faber-Castell, and these Derwent Chroma Flow. Oh, those are gorgeous. Then the Derwents, and I'm really liking these Caran d'Ache and the Creative Color, and then the list goes on and on and on. But the one thing that I always seem to go back to, and the ones I always grab if I'm coloring in a coloring book especially, is my Brute Funers and my Sharper Fabens. My least favorite brands is a lot easier question to answer. That's an easy one to answer. I have two. And it's not because they're bad pencils, it's because I'm just really bad at using them, so. My husband is having difficulty with his printer. I think it sounds like it. Sounds like he's having a bit of problem. But I do have so many different favorites. It's a horrible, horrible thing. I do have and I find new favorites all the time. That's the worst thing, is I keep finding new favorites. Yeah, I love my Brute Funer pencils. I have the Brute Funer 268 or 168 set out of the Wanshui brand, and they are Brute Funer. And the Brute Funer squares are just fantastic. They're absolutely gorgeous. Another one that has Brute Funer in them is also South Sun, that have the really good Brute Funers. Brute Funer, there is a 180 set of Brute Funers out, and if you haven't watched my video, take a look at it. I don't believe they are Brute Funer, and I did buy them, and I did review them, and to me they are definitely not up to the standards of the Brute Funer pencil that I'm used to. So if you bought those ones, I'm sorry. All right, let's see. I think we're going to add a bit of sunshine here and add some yellow to her hair in this flower here, as well as to her dear. I don't know what he's doing in there, but it sounds like it broke. Does not sound happy in there. But yeah, the one that I always seem to go back to is my Brute Funers. Yeah, the square barrel ones are just gorgeous. I love those. They are wonderful. You do need a special sharpener for those, so if you are able to get a Dahl 133 sharpener, do so. Another one that's very similar to the Dahl is like this one. Deli has one out that's very, very similar. And I have that one coming in soon. I think it's supposed to be here today or tomorrow. And I will review that in the coming week. I will test it and review it and see how close it is to the Dahl. Make sure it's going to sharpen the square pencils, the triangle pencils, and all that fun stuff before I'll recommend it. But a friend of mine said that she uses it to sharpen her square pencils, and it works just as well as the Dahl. But the Dahl has gone up a lot in price since I started using it. And this other Deli one is only $10, so it's actually quite a bit cheaper. But I will let you know on Friday after I've given it a week of testing and whatnot. Because the square barrels, they do sharpen really nicely in pencil sharpeners. If you're okay with hand sharpening, I'm terrible at it. Like when you hold the pencil sharpener in your hand and turn the pencil or turn the sharpener, that sort of thing. I break pencils constantly. I don't know what it is about them, but I just can't use them. I just can't. I don't know why, but I break pencils constantly in those. So I just don't use them. If you're good with those, anything with a two-sized barrel hole, like if you have a small hole and a bigger hole, like the little cheapo ones. I'll show you. I have some in my desk here. We'll sharpen them. And just this studio, this hole here, the big hole, will sharpen those square ones. See, I do use them. Like this one has a couple of shavings in it, and this one has shavings in it. This is the square shavings from the pencils because I wanted to see if I could sharpen them in here. And yes, this big hole does sharpen those. And that's the Staedtler. The Prismacolor ones also sharpens them. I just don't like the feel of that one in my hand. It's really big, which is this one. It also will sharpen in this hole, I think. I'll have to test it again. Yeah, the Staedtler sharpener will sharpen them. Definitely, because that's the one I usually grab for is my Staedtler. And this big hole will sharpen them. I just find the one thing that I will say is the first time you try to sharpen it, it's going to feel like it's going over a speed bump. Whether you sharpen it in the crank sharpener or in this, you're going to get resistance until you carve that square barrel down just a bit. Once you get it down the first time, there's not as much resistance. But the first time you sharpen it, it's going to go boom, 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 just like if you're sharpening a triangle pencil and that sort of thing. But they are a really, really nice pencil. Another thing that I wanted to let you guys all know about, of course, most of you already know because I say it in every one of my videos since becoming an Amazon affiliate, but any of the links listed below for Amazon, I must give you all the disclaimer of the fact that I am an Amazon affiliate and those links are my affiliate links and do give me a couple of pennies from each of your purchases. And of course, those funds all go to the channel. You're very, very welcome. That's what I'm here for. That's my favorite part of the color and chats, of course, is making sure that I'm here to answer questions and able to help out in any way that I can help out. Sometimes I do it to show things. Sometimes I just do it to chat with you all. Yeah. That's really cool. I wish I could color and chat with my dad. He doesn't color though. And he's not a computer person at all. I have a landline that I talk to my parents on, but it's an internet phone, so it's one that it doesn't cost me any long distance to use it. And I call him and he's always 2 or 3 minutes into the call. Well, I should let you go because this is costing you an arm and a leg. It's like, Dad, it doesn't cost me anything. So getting him on the computer is just not something that happens. And you're absolutely right, Deborah. Those square Bruffuners are very, very, very creamy. And I know that I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I don't care. I've always pronounced it that way, and that's just the way it's pronounced to me. I have found that I am not good with pronouncing things that are not English. I think I've got Erugitan down okay, though. And Sharpier Farben. Sharpier Farben. I have to sort of grit my teeth to say it. Oh, okay. I see. I understand. Yeah, I'd have a hard time explaining that one to my dad too. You go, well, I don't use that Skype thing. It's like, no, Dad, it's a live video. Well, why would you want to do that? Eero G10, yes. See, I almost have it. It takes me a while. And sometimes I actually practice. Iro G10. Iro G10. Yeah, see. One of these days I'll get it. And then it'll be stuck there like Karen Dash. It took me a long time to figure out that one, and as soon as it got there, then it stuck there. Took me a couple of times of saying it wrong, but most of the time, though, once it gets there, it sticks there. Well, that's good. I'm glad. That makes me feel better. That's probably why I call them that. The way that I call them is because that's what I've heard online, or that's how I've heard it pronounced before. Okay. So I don't know if this is the best color combination for her skirt, but yeah, it goes with the purple. Karen Dash, yeah. Yeah, I gotten better. One of these days I'll have to take, all different language courses so I can say these names. All right. Now what I'm doing is I've put down the orange and the yellow, and I saw that the orange color is a little too sharp. So I'm just going over and extending that out into the yellow a little bit so that it blends properly, so that it doesn't look like, sharp lines. And I could do that with the blending pencil, but these Caran d'Ache seem to blend really well together, so. Did you delete messages, Deborah, or did my bot delete them on you? Okay. I ran. Oh, okay. Very cool. Now, as you can see here under her part of her wing here, I still have done that a very, very light yellow, way lighter than I did on her skirt, but still enough that you can see that it's the skirt underneath. And I will go over that with the colors that I'm going to use for that. I just want you to be able to see the skirt through it. Oh, okay. Just as long as it's not my bot sitting there going, yeah, you've said this too many times, shut up. Because it does that. It does that to Barb all the time. Poor Barb. Or anybody that does any excited exclamations or, you know, anything like that. I might have to turn my bot off for the auction because that's going to be a whole bunch of people yelling. And that's expected. You all yell. Okay. Okay, so we've got her pretty much done. Well, I've got her pretty much done. What do y'all think? Ooh, wow. New trash bins. We have to contact our trash company and have them bring out new trash bins if we get new trash bins. Yeah. Knight is on the prowl for those. Absolutely. Nightbot hates those. And he will put you in timeout, and I have put the timeout to as low as I can possibly put it to. But, that's his job, is to make sure that people aren't saying horrible, nasty things to me, to get to you guys or to anybody, because that's just no fun, and that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about just relaxing and having fun with the hobby we have chosen to do. Thank you. All right. Well, we have reached our hour and a half normal time. I thank you all very much for joining me and chatting with me. I am so excited that so many people came to chat with me today. Sometimes it's just me and Deborah talking, but I'm so happy that you all joined me and are having this conversation. Please join me tomorrow. Like I said, it will be at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 2 o'clock Central Time or 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. There's going to be a lot of information, so grab your coffees and hunker down, because there is going to be a lot of conversation, as well as some information, some rules and regulations, stuff like that. Yeah, no, I try to keep all of the possible problematic people at bay. Yeah, it'll be a fun time. Absolutely. And of course, I will finish this wonderful picture. And once again, just so you all know, this is a Tier 2 Patreon exclusive from Heather Valentin. The picture is called A Fairy's Secret Reading World. These Patreon pictures that she draws will not be available to the public, as far as I know. I may be wrong with that, but she usually states whether or not she's going to put it in a book. But of course, Maureen, if you're asleep, of course, make sure that you watch the recording, and send me an email of a time frame that you're usually able to be active. That isn't 4 o'clock in the morning my time. And I will try to work with it. But if you aren't a Patreon of Heather Valentin and you enjoy this picture, I'm going to switch you over to the full screen so you can see the whole picture, or any of the other Heather Valentin Patreon pictures that I have colored, because I've colored quite a few that are Patreon pictures. If you enjoy those pictures, please, go over to the Patreon website. Her link is in the About section below this video. Take a look, and she has some really reasonable rates. Her tier 1 is $1 a month, and it does help her out quite a bit. And of course, you get so much for that $1 a month or $5 a month. So there's my wonderful plug for Heather, because she is such a wonderful lady and her art is just spectacular. Absolutely love, love, love her artwork. All right, guys. Of course, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please make sure that you hit that subscriber button. Again, a final reminder of the broadcast tomorrow. I will be live with that, so that we will be going through looking at the things that are coming up for auction, how to use them, that sort of thing, as well as any information on rules, regulations, how to enter, and all of that fun stuff. Last but not least, of course, well, not even last, because there is something more important at the end, is the reminder that I am an Amazon affiliate. These are all disclaimers that Amazon makes me do. So that, of course, Amazon makes you do the affiliate one. I am an Amazon affiliate, so any of the links provided below that are an Amazon link are my affiliate link, and do pay me a small percentage, which goes to the channel. These ones here are the Chroma Flow. Absolutely. Yes. Monday we look at Derwent's. So, of course, the affiliate link pays me, which does help out the channel with no cost to you. One other things I will let you know about the affiliate link that I have learned since becoming an affiliate is the things that you purchase after clicking the link. It shows me what links you have clicked, and they have changed it. Yeah, that's what this is the new Derwent pencil, the Chroma Flow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, be careful. That's not good. But I was just saying with the Amazon link is it does tell me what link you clicked, and they have changed it. Before it used to tell me, tell somebody what link you clicked, what you purchased, and how much it was, and that sort of thing. So they've changed it now, at least on mine. I don't know if it's just because I'm a lowercase or a new affiliate, but it only tells me what link you have clicked on that was my affiliate link. So I don't know. I don't know if they've changed that or not. So your privacy, it doesn't tell me who you are or anything like that. It just tells me what link was clicked that I'm getting paid for. So 50% off? Oh, my husband's going to hate you. Now, is that 50% off their price or 50% off of list price? I have to look now. I'll have to look after. Because I've got these and I really, really want to try the ink tints. Ah, okay. Lowest list price. Okay. But I want to try the ink tints too. So there was another one that I wanted to try of the Derwents too, because I've got the soft color, um, color soft. That's it. The Chroma Flow, and I really hope they come out with some more colors of this Chroma Flow. Oh my God, are they ever nice? They're jacked up prices. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Isn't that fun? You know. Oh yeah. This is what they are in our brain. This is what we're going to sell them for, and this is the sale price. No, the ones I have, the other Derwents I have are the Color Soft. Yeah, I really want more Chroma Flow because those are fantastic. Yeah, because yeah, these Chroma Flows are just brilliant. And 24 is not enough. And I know they're just sending out the feelers, but yeah, they blend so beautifully. And I want to try the ink tints because it's a water thing, and I have challenged myself this year to actually try to like water things because normally I don't. So yeah, they are softer than Color Soft. Absolutely. Let's see. I'm going to do this in the pink anyway. So this is their magenta, which is number 9. I'm going to put you over onto close up so you can see what I'm doing. And they blend so nicely together too. They do hold a tip a little bit better than the Color Soft, which is great because sometimes I get a little vigorous with my tips. Okay, so that's the magenta, and then we're going to take this one, which is the blush pink, and we're just going to blend it all together. Look at that blend. It just pulls that color all into one and just blends it. Yeah, they're just so nice. They feel really, really soft on the paper. On the pencil themselves, when you're coloring with them, even if you put down a good pressure, it doesn't feel like you're smashing the core. It doesn't feel like it's going to be flat. Yeah, exactly. It just flows. They just flow right together. Now, I haven't tried them with any other pencils, and we will be seeing that on Monday because I'm going to do the Collection Mania Monday on Derwents, and the Derwents that I have are the Color Soft and these Chroma Flows. And I figured there's not really any reason to have two Derwent videos on Collection Mania Monday back to back because I have them back to back, obviously. So I will use them together and review them and show them off all at the same time. But if you just, it blends so beautifully. I'm gushing. Yeah, they are very. And they said that they haven't fully tested them for light fast, but they will. They are hoping to have them about the same quality as the light fast. They just haven't had time to complete the testing for the light fastness because they just came out on the market. But yeah, those are the colors together, and that's just blush pink and magenta, which is number 8 and number 9, and they're numbered in order, which is really cool. I like a good pencil that's numbered in order. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure that you order you know, this set at least as quickly as possible. And then I'm going to wait for any other sets to come out. I want to see if they come out with a bigger set, whether it's a 72 set or a 120 set on them. No, they're not on Blick yet, and they're not on, believe it or not, they're not even on Derwent's site yet. I had to actually search out information on them. So the only place that they have a lot of information about them is on Amazon. I had to actually contact Derwent and say, look, I'm a YouTube broadcaster. I'm going to be doing a review on these. I need some information about them. And that was the only way I got any information about them from Derwent. Yeah. I don't mind a lot of options if they're not, if I have 150 pencils and 75 of those pencils are one little tiny shade off from the next color, I don't like those. I really don't like those. But if I have like the Holbeins, I have 150 set of Holbeins, and all of the colors are very distinct from each other. They're not okay, this is like this set here. These yellows, for example, they look almost identical on paper. They are very different. I need to move this over. They are very different. when you get up close to them and when you use them to blend and that sort of thing. They are very different. But when you look at the pencil, you go, yeah, well, the leads all look pretty close. You know, they all look, except for this one, these two look almost identical, but they're not. Yeah, it used to drive me crazy too. It's like, how many pinks do I need, or how many purples do I need? And then the more detailed I got with my coloring, the more detailed I needed my colors to be, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's another great way to do it there, Deborah, is just to have one that shows only a few at a time if that's overbearing for you. Like I have huge pencil cases. My pencil cases are really, really big. So they hold my pencils, and I have so many of them that I need a bigger pencil case. So all right, girls, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone else that's in the chat, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and have enjoyed this video, this live chat, and all of that. If you are watching this as a video, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and let me know that you've been here. Remember to show up tomorrow, and we have some fun things to go through tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing that I kind of like about these 3-slot ones is as you go through, you can find your color combinations, your light, medium, and dark, and that sort of thing, and line them up that way too. All right, guys, I'm going to let you all go. I thank you so much for joining me, and of course, you can continue. Thank you so much, Deborah. Love you guys too. Remember, you can continue your conversation in the chat after the video is completed. So if you are still in the middle of a conversation at any time and I shut down a stream, you should still be able to carry on that conversation in the chat screen for a little while. I don't know how long. Of course, the last and final thing of any of my streams is always going to be, always remember to relax, color, and definitely stay safe. Stay safe out there. Love you all, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.